Hello everybody and welcome to day 2. I'm so happy you're here with me. So today we're going to work on incorporating balance and breath work. So using our breath to find balance in some simple poses that you can just experiment and play with. Today we'll be using a pillow, maybe just to sit on, a blanket just to have handy, and then also a block. You might want to sit on it during the duration of class. If you don't have a block, you can always use a book and maybe just drape your blanket over it if it is a little bit too hard. Anyway, go ahead, grab your materials, and I will meet you on the mat. Hi guys, welcome to your mat. So today we are actually going to get started in Shavasana, so lying on our backs. Just make sure that your materials are close by. And then again, with Shavasana, we have some options. You can always take this blanket, roll it up like a cylinder, and place it underneath your knees, or you can take your feet out as wide as your mat with your knees bent and knock them together on the inside. Both of these options will relieve any lower back pain here. So go ahead, get comfy, begin to welcome yourself to your mat. Shift around if you need to. Then we're going to take our arms out wide, palms face up here, and our fingertips are going to gently curl in. Again, beginning to welcome yourself, observing your surroundings. Maybe your eyes are open or closed. And let's focus again on thanks today. Thanks for allowing yourself to come to your mat today. Giving thanks to yourself for taking some time out of your day for some movement. And thanks for trying something new, maybe. If you'd like, you can also maybe send a little bit of love to yourself or maybe to someone who needs it, keeping them in your thoughts. Sending them positive thoughts throughout the day, just a little intention setting. So if your eyes are open, we'll begin to close them or gently maybe find a gaze at the ceiling, keeping your eyes partially open if you don't feel comfortable with them closed. And allow that observation. So maybe you heard some things around the room, your dog or cat tapping their toes as they walk by, or maybe the sound of a car driving by outside, or maybe the gentle hum of an air conditioning. So as we take that outer observation, we'll turn it inwards. And if you'd like, you can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, as you begin to observe your breath. You don't have to change anything about it, but just observe it, note it, where you feel it. And maybe when you inhale, you can feel the air glide past your nostrils, down your throat, across your sternum, maybe filling up your chest, your ribs, or your belly. And just noting your breathing pattern. So when you're ready on your next breath cycle, we'll exhale wherever we're at, so bringing that belly button to our spine. We'll take a deep inhale through our nose. And then exhale, H-A-ha out through your mouth. Return your breath to normal. Now maybe you felt that breath in your chest or in your ribs. We're going to do this one more time, or maybe a couple more times. But the next time, I want you to try to send that breath into your belly and feel that bottom hand rise and expand. So when you feel comfortable, exhale wherever you're at in your breath cycle, belly button to spine. And when you're ready, inhale deeply through your nose. Feeling that bottom hand expand and rise. And then exhale, H-A-ha out through your mouth. Beautiful. Try that one more time, making this the biggest, fullest, deepest breath you've taken yet today. Inhaling through your nose. Bottom hand is expanding with our belly. And then exhale, H-A-ha. Compressing all that stale air out from yesterday. Return your breathing back to normal. If you'd like a little bit of a challenge today, we'll begin to seal our lips and inhale and exhale out through our nose. Now we're not cultivating our oceanic breath or ujjayi breath just yet, but we're just beginning to feel that inhale and exhale out through our nose and how to control it, especially when we're balancing. Go easy on yourself. It's not always that easy to begin with, so it is quite a challenge. So be gentle, and it's okay to open your mouth and return your breathing back to normal whenever you feel uncomfortable. So when you're ready, we're going to, if you have your legs extended, we're going to bend our knees, bringing our soles to our feet to our mat. We'll take our hands by our side just for a moment, and we want our feet about hip width distance here. Knees are pointing directly up to the sky. We're going to pick up this right foot off the mat and interlace all 10 fingers around the outside of our right shin. Now here we're going to take a deep inhale, again that belly breath as we feel it expand. And then exhale, pull that knee out and around your rib cage as you compress your belly button towards your spine. Your right knee is trying to come up to kiss your shoulder. Now you can readjust your left foot here, and if you'd like, you can let that left knee fall open as you come to the outer edge of your left foot. Again, you gauge the intensity on this stretch here. You can pull it in more or you can release it, but we want to keep our tailbone releasing towards the ground, and our lower spine should be on the mat. Shoulders should be flat on the mat as well, and gaze can be directly up at the ceiling, or you can close your eyes. We'll take one more deep inhale as our belly expands, release tension on that knee. Exhale, pull it in. Another inhale will release that tension again. Left hand will come to our belly, right hand will come to the top of our right knee. And then if you had that left knee open, we'll gently bring that left foot back to our mat. We're going to take a few knee circles here with our right leg. They can be big, small, slow, or fast. If you'd like to incorporate your breath here, you can inhale as your knee pulls away, and then exhale as it comes around back towards your body. And inhaling, expanding. Exhaling, contracting. If you feel like you're rocking around the mat again, you can extend this left hand palm face down on the floor. Switch directions if you haven't already. Again, inhaling, your knee is pulling away. Exhale, your knee is pulling into your body. We'll gently come back there, center. If you want to give that knee one more hug in, you can. And then we'll gently bring that right foot down Left knee will come into our chest again, interlacing all 10 fingers around the outside of that left shin. Right foot is planted. We'll take a deep inhale, belly expands again. And then exhale, pull that knee, left knee out and around your rib cage as it's trying to kiss your left shoulder. If you'd like, you can let this right leg fall open, coming to the outer edge of your right foot. And then gauging the intensity here. If this stretch is too intense, you can release your hand or release that grip a little bit, allowing your knee to pull away. And then again, our tailbone is releasing towards the earth and shoulder blades are working down towards the mat. It's okay if your knee isn't riding close to your chest. Let's take one more breath together as we inhale, release that tension, belly expands. And then exhale, pull it in. Take a few more breaths here. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring that right sole of our foot and plant it on the mat. Right hand can release to the belly or the floor, and then our left hand is going to come on top of our left knee, and we're going to take some knee circles here. Again, inhaling, your knee is pulling away, and then exhaling, it's coming in towards your chest. Going fast or slow, big or small, just flow at your own pace. It's okay if you are going faster or slower than me. Switch directions if you haven't already. Again, inhaling pulls that knee away, and then exhale pulls it in close. Just a few more rounds of breath here. All right, we'll come back through center. We'll bring both knees into our chest. You can grab around the outer edges of your shins or your legs, or you can interlace all 10 fingers. It's really up to you. You can even grab your blanket and hold your blanket around the outside of your shins here. We'll just begin to rock from side to side, giving our sacrum a nice little massage. If you want to pull your knees away, you can, especially if you have a blanket or a strap. You can pull around the outside, just giving you a little bit of an arm extension here for your legs. And when you're ready, we'll begin to rock and roll, or if you're not comfortable, you can always turn to your side and gently press yourself up. But if you'd like to rock and roll, begin to rock and roll your spine here, and we'll make our way to a seated position. So working our way into Sukhasana, or easy pose. Again, you can grab a pillow, sit on that pillow here. We can take our blanket, roll it up just as we did yesterday, and stick it right underneath our knees to give ourselves a little bit of support. We're going to take this into just a gentle neck roll. Again, waking up our spine here, just as we did yesterday. Again, always, if you don't like taking a full circle, you can drop your chin to your chest, rock your left ear to your left shoulder, right ear to right shoulder. If you haven't already, switch directions. And gently come back through center. Chin is on the horizon. And then find that centered, like we practiced yesterday. Shoulders come right up over our hips and we'll sit up nice and tall. Chest is lifting towards the sky. Chin can still be on the horizon, or if you want to take your gaze to the ceiling, that's okay too. Take a moment coming back to your thanks or love or intention you set. Moving very slowly, and reconnect with that breath. Again, turning it inward and observing it. Maybe you allow your belly to relax as you inhale, it expands. As you exhale, belly button towards our spine. We'll gently flutter our eyes open if they were closed. And we're going to move into our tabletop position like you did yesterday. So hop off that pillow. If you want to have your pillow underneath your knees, you can, or you can take that blanket and place it right on your mat. So we're working our way into our cat-cow. So our hands are right underneath our shoulders, knees are right underneath our hips here. So again, we want to work on not slouching down. So we're actively pressing through our palms and activating our back and shoulder muscles. So here we're always just hanging out in our joints, and so sometimes it'll really hurt down the road, trust me. So we want to be actively pressing into this pose. So taking this into our cow, we'll inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts, hips lift. And then exhale, belly button pulls towards our spine, head drops, spine tucks under. And then flow at your own pace. Today we can incorporate some organic movement. So many times during the day or through our life, we're always being told we need to do it this way and that way is not right, or this is the proper way or that's the proper way. I am encouraging you to find some organic movement in your body and on your mat, allowing this to be a safe place to explore and see what feels good, or what doesn't feel good. If you'd like, you can tuck your toes, maybe press back, giving yourself a nice little arch stretch here. You can roll forward, inhaling to cow, and then maybe exhaling to cat as you press back. And again, just finding organic movement. All right, so we'll take one more round of breath here wherever you are. And then we'll gently find our way back through center. We'll activate those core muscles so we have a flat spine. We're like a tabletop here. Now, everything is spread evenly. If this is hurting your wrists, again, you can always come on to your fists here, so you're not at that 90-degree angle here. So we're going to take some weight into our left knee, and then we're going to kick this right leg back behind us. So we want to work on where our hips are in space. So a lot of times we're here, and we definitely dump all of our weight into our left side. So we want to take that weight and kind of evenly distribute it through our hands here, still pressing firmly into the earth. And then when you're ready, we'll begin to lift that right leg up off the mat. Hips are still level here, and our heel is pressing. We're like one long line of energy. The energy is shooting out through our heel. Toes are flexed back towards our face. We're going to take a deep inhale here. And then exhale, maybe we pull our knee to nose. We're trying to kiss our nose with our knee as we round into this cat-like spine. Inhale, coming back through tabletop, not dropping that belly down. We want a strong core here. And then exhale, knee to nose, cat spine. Inhaling, expanding. You can always come back down to a tabletop if you'd like. And then exhale, pull that knee into your nose. Inhale as you lengthen and expand. And then exhale, knee to nose. One last time. Inhaling, expanding, pressing through that heel. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, expand here. Hold that leg out strong. And then gently, with control, take those right toes down towards the mat. Now from here, we're going to take this into just a quick calf stretch. We're going to take an inhale as we shift forward, and then exhale as we shift our weight back. Heel is trying to reach towards the floor. You can keep a slight bend in your knee here so you're not hyperextending. Beautiful. Again, not slouching down, hanging out in our joints. We want to press actively through our palms and lift our chest, broaden across those shoulder blades. Breathing, sending your breath. Imagine you're sending your breath down the back side of your right leg. Next, inhale, we'll glide forward, shifting our weight. And then exhale, bring that right knee right back underneath our hip. This is where our block can come in handy. We're going to take a little seat back here. So you get to pick the size. So I'm coming up on the medium edge. And we'll sit back here as pose, giving our wrists a little bit of a break here. You can begin to roll your wrists, open and close your hands. If you want to extend, coming into that Frankenstein hand that we did yesterday, drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Fingertips are pointing down. Inhale, they'll come up and open. Exhale, pointing them down. And again, if you want to roll them out or just shake your arms, whatever is going to feel good. This is just one of my favorite things to do, is just shake it out. All right, so we're coming back into our tabletop here as we shift forward. Hands come underneath our shoulders. You can even leave that block right in between your legs. So from here, coming back into that balancing pose, we're going to kick our left toes back this time. And then again, we're going to distribute our weight evenly. So we don't want it all dumping into our right side. We want to distribute it through our hands. Fingertips are spread wide. Actively pressing through our shoulders. Set yourself up. And then this right hip is right in line with our left hip is right in line with our right hip. So we're not keeping it open here. We're not hitting our butt up into the sky. We want it dropped right in line. So when you feel good and ready, we'll inhale, lift that left leg up. Again, maintaining that even distribution of weight. Heel is pressing through our back wall, one long line of energy. Toes are flexed back towards our face. We'll take a deep inhale here. And then exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick that left leg back. Exhale, compress in. Maybe that block was in the way. If you want to move it, you can. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, contracting. Again, keeping your core tight, tucking under for that cat spine. Inhale, expand. Toes are flexed back towards your face. Strong core. Exhale, knee to nose, pull in, belly button to spine. Inhale, expand. Last one. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, expand and lengthen. And then exhale, gently bring those left toes down towards the mat. Again, setting ourselves up here for a little calf stretch. We'll take an inhale as we shift our weight forward. And then exhale as we press back, heels reaching towards the floor here. And breathing. Imagine sending your breath down the backside of your left leg. Again, pressing firmly through the earth as we lift ourselves up out of our shoulders, out of our joints. Reconnect and breathe. Inhale, we'll come back through center. Left knee comes right underneath our left hip. And then we'll sit back on our block. If you moved it, go ahead and grab it. Again, you can shake out your wrists here. Just take a moment. If you want to shift your neck from side to side, recollect your breath. We're going to take this into a small flow, nothing crazy. So if you want to keep your block right where it is, you can. We'll be sitting back into hero's pose a few times. Or if you feel comfortable, you don't have to have that block there. You can always have a pillow as well, sitting on top of your feet. So when you're ready, we're going to take an inhale and stand right up on our knees. Again, finding our shoulders right over our hips. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come back behind us like we're sticking them in some pockets. Inhale, shoulders to our ears. Exhale, they pull back and down as you press your hips forward, chest lifts towards the sky. You can drop your head back or keep your chin tucked to your chest here. And we're breathing. Inhale will bring you back through center, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, sit back, hero pose. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, we'll gently walk our hands forward, child's pose. Breathing into your lower back here. You can bring your head to a block or maybe your pillow if you're not sitting on it. We'll take this flow 3 more times here. So when you're ready, gently walk your hands up as you inhale. Exhale, sit back, hero's pose. Inhale, come up onto your knees. Exhale, hands come to your low back. Inhale, shoulder to your ears. Exhale, press your hips forward as you come back. Small back bend, chin can be tucked to chest if you'd like. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, sit back, hero's pose. Almost said Cheeros pose. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, walk your hands out, coming back to your child's pose again. Head could be on the mat, block, or a pillow. Breathing into your low back here. Two more times. Inhale, gently lift up, hero pose. Exhale as we stand up. Inhale, shoulders to our ears. Exhale, hands come to our low back. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, press your hips forward, come back, small back bend here. Core is still tight. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, sit back, hero's pose. Take a moment. Inhale here, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, walk your hands alongside of your mat. Bring your head to a block or your pillow. Again, refocusing your breath. Imagine you're sending it into your lower back to release any tension. All right, last round. Inhale as we gently make our way up, hero's pose. Exhale, we sit back. Inhale, we lift up onto our knees. Exhale, hands to our low back. Inhale, shoulders to our ears. Exhale, press your hips forward. Chin can drop to your chest or drop back. Inhale, come back through center, chin to chest. Exhale, sit back, hero's pose. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, walk those hands out, child's pose. Staying here. If you'd like to modify your child's pose, you can bring your knees out wide, big toes touch. Hands can be out in front of you or behind you. It's your choice. And coming back to your thanks or your love. So we'll gently press ourselves up. Coming back to that hero's pose, bring your knees together, and then we'll drop our hips to one side, coming off our pillow and our feet. Gonna roll this blanket up as we're getting ready to come into our Shavasana. We're gonna take one more small movement here, just a gentle recline twist. So we'll scoot our bum up to our heels here. Hands come out in front of us. Take an inhale, and then exhale, slowly work our way back onto our mat. We're gonna take our pillow, blanket, or block to the left side. Then we're gonna pick both feet up off the mat. So we have our knees at a 90-degree angle. Hands are gonna come wide like a T. Take an inhale here, and then exhale. Knees gently drop to the left, coming to that pillow block, or even the floor if you'd like. If you need to readjust your hips, just plant those feet and scoot your hips over to the right side of your mat here. Just finding that comfort in the pose, whatever fits your body. Again, we're not cookie cutters. And also I want you to note that each side is different. So maybe one side you can twist a little bit deeper and the other side might be a little bit more tight. We're not trying to crank anything here. The only thing we want to make sure is that our shoulders are meeting the ground. Gaze can come up towards the ceiling or our right fingertips. Just be gentle. Next inhale, we'll come back through center. Maybe we pick one leg up at a time. Just grab your pillow, bring it over to the right side. And then again, if you want to plant your feet first, move your hips over to the left side of your mat. Pick them up again. Take an inhale through center. And then exhale, drop them over to the pillow, the mat, or the floor, whatever you feel best today. And then just noting, maybe seeing that this side might be a little bit tighter. Maybe a little more, find a little bit more ease in this side. Then again, shoulders are on the mat. Gaze can be towards the ceiling or over to your left fingertips. When you're ready, next inhale, bring our legs back through center. Maybe you pick up one leg and then the other. And then we'll make our way into our Shavasana. If you'd like to pull your knees into your chest, give yourself a little hug or maybe a little rock from side to side, you can. Or you can take this directly into Shavasana. So again, knees can come out, our feet can come out wide, knees can knock together on the inside. Or since we already rolled up our blanket, we can take it right underneath our knees here. Again, taking up space, you can be a big star pose, palms face open, fingertips gently curl in. Taking that observation outwards, just to note your surroundings. And then we'll begin to pull them inwards. Returning to that feeling of your breath, feeling the air glide across your nostrils, down your throat, maybe filling up your chest, ribs, or belly. And then exhale, gently melting into the mat. When you're ready, you can begin to wiggle your toes. And your fingers. And when you feel comfortable, roll to your favorite side in the fetal position, cradling your head and your arm. Next inhale, when you feel ready, gently press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Finding your center, shoulders over hips, sitting up nice and tall. The top of your head is reaching towards the ceiling. We'll inhale, arms reach up over our head. Exhale, hands come through heart center. You can close your eyes or gaze down at your fingertips here. We want our right palm pressing into our left palm, creating a little bit of pressure here. Shoulders drop down. Returning to our thanks, our intention, or our love today. Thank you guys so much for coming to day 2. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Namaste.